Mr. Schill, you have 2 minutes.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for weathering the storm and coming out this evening. You know, often on the stump, we're asked, how can I be sure that the individual standing before me today is the individual that's going to represent me in Congress? I'm just like you, ladies and gentlemen. I love my country. That's the only reason why I'm in this. I've never been involved in politics before, but I was tired of voting for individuals that I thought represented my values, and then when they got to Congress, they represented their career and the extension of it. I'm not going there to have another career. I believe in term limits. I will serve 8 to 10 years, and then under the original intent of our founding fathers, I will return to my life. That is my intent. But when I go to Washington, everyone asks, well, will you support, protect, and defend the Constitution? Where are our military members in here tonight? Let me see your hands. When does that oath expire? Never. I've lived under that oath for 28 years. I've got a proven track record. In terms of integrity, I'm a 1981 graduate of the Air Force Academy. When I was 18, under that code, we said we will not lie, cheat, or steal, nor tolerate anyone amongst us who does. That is how I conduct myself each and every day when I represent you. But more importantly, for our military men and women, our fighting man's code of conduct, with interest the phrase, I will never forget that I am an American fighting man, responsible for my actions. I will trust in my God and in the United States of America. Could you imagine our current leadership trying to live under that same code? But yet that's a code that our Service Academy cadets live under each and every day. And our young men and women out there defending our freedom and liberty. So when I go to Washington, I will be your champion. I will not just win that day, I will win every day for freedom and liberty and the people of this district. Thank you so much.
Ms. Olsner, you have 2 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. I view this differently than my gentlemen competitors, if you have seen tonight. I have fought for a living, day in, day out, for almost 30 years. I have battled every day in the courtroom with judges and juries and witnesses and lawyers to resolve issues and resolve problems. I think we have a huge problem in this country. We have more than one. We are facing the most critical time in our life. I believe if we don't get our economy under control immediately, we're going to end up in the same position as Greece. We do not have time to squander this election or any other election until we can get these things done. But I'm here to tell you the truth, and you may not like what I have to tell you. That's fine with me. The one thing that you will know if you elect me to go to Congress is I'm going to tell you the truth now, like I've told you the truth right now. I believe our power and our freedom is in knowing the real difficult issues that we face. And I'm sorry, I disagree with these gentlemen. There are no simple solutions. You're going to have to find a way to work with other people, to resolve it, to get us back on a strong economic footing. And calling people names might work in this room, but it's not going to work in Congress. And I never won a lawsuit in my life calling somebody dumb, fat, and ugly. What we've got to do is we've got to present the evidence, we've got to talk about the rule of law, we've got to persuade people that we are a strong and powerful nation. We can be that again if we will adhere to our rule of law. Superficial sound bites might get you elected, and that would be a shame because they won't solve the complex problems we face that threaten all of us, our future, our children's future, our economy, and our very nation. This is a critical time. I hope you will consider letting me be your Congresswoman. I thank you for your time and attention.
Mr. Sutherland, you have 2 minutes for closing remarks.
In 1787, Ben Franklin came out of the hall and he was asked this question, Mr. Franklin, what type of government did you give us? He responded, a republic, if you can keep it. He understood that for the document that they gave us was going to require sacrifice. It was going to require an iron will, blood when necessary. And it was going to require leaders who had the ability to inspire people to be better than they ever imagined. The good news is that for 235 years, we have done so. We have kept our republic. But this year, I believe we are at a dangerous crossroads. We must make a decision. Will we reconnect with the principles that Franklin and many brave men gave us? Or will we do what Barack Obama, Nancy Pelosi, and Congressman Alan Boyd want us to do, to adopt a European socialist nation? I say no. We will not. This is the greatest nation that God has ever given to planet Earth. Ronald Reagan said, some 200 years later, freedom is only one generation away from extinction. It is not passed on to our children in their bloodstream. It must be taught. It must be exemplified and modeled. It must be fought for. And when necessary, it must be died for. And the United States of America has cemetery headstones to prove that we have, in fact, passed on the principles of leadership to the next generation. We need leaders who understand that, who will inspire people to greatness. If you so bless me and honor me to send me to Washington, D.C., I will fight for our Constitution, and I will do all within my power to inspire you and everyone I come in contact with the understanding that Franklin had. It is a republic if we can keep it. God bless you. Please support me. Visit our website, SutherlandForCongress.com, and may God bless the United States of America.
I want to thank our candidates for being here for the last hour and a half, hour and 45 minutes. I know the audience had hundreds of other questions, but there just wasn't time. I want to thank candidates, the audience, and our